I've had many moments when I think life is hard. It's like we gotta figure out why we're doing what we're doing. Like, what is our purpose? And more importantly, what are we doing? But the more I think about it, the more confused I get. Maybe you can relate. But then I think about the quote from famous marketer Seth Godin. And the quote plays on these two phrases: get to and have to. Like, I have to figure out my purpose. Or perhaps I get to figure out my purpose. And that changes a lot of things. No, it doesn't change the world, and no, it doesn't transform my life just like that. But it changes the way in which we see the world. It's a different side of the same coin. So why is life so hard in your 20s? I'm 28 and by no means am I better than anyone else. Nor am I living my life better than you are. But I can only speak for myself and from my own experiences. I've definitely had moments where I feel life is hard. I suck. That guy's better than me. And while I do reflect deeply from time to time, I also remind myself to make the most of every day. Hence why I decided to film my entire morning, starting today. And before I go to work, what a hard life, most would think. Having to work, pay the bills. But again, we get to work. We get to pay the bills. We get to earn money and use it how we want. But perhaps there's more to this. Perhaps there's more to working every day. Especially if you're not living off your dead great-granddad's inheritance. Life is hard because there's no straight and obvious path. And I realize that if we don't have a reason why we're doing something, things just seem hard. And random things might happen that you didn't plan for. And so because there's no obvious path, it's hard for someone to tell you step by step how to achieve your goals. It's almost like we must get to our dream destination ourselves. But consider this, I see people giving me advice as a sign or a thought for me to ponder on, to potentially guiding me back on the right path. Yes, I feel like we do fall off track sometimes without realizing, and it's almost a blessing in disguise, especially when random unplanned events happen. I like to see these as hidden lessons that we can learn from. Yes, we're all different, so in a sense, you're motivated by specific factors, whereas others are driven by other and perhaps some overlapping factors, which makes life seem complex and random. But before we end this video, I just want to say, life is simply a journey. Cliche, I know. But it's up to us to make the most of every day. To think, when we're 80, will we regret not starting that business or going on that ski trip? And if you're lost right now, ask yourself the same question that Jeff Bezos asked himself right before he made the decision to start Amazon. And that question is, what would my 80-year-old self tell me to do right now? I want to thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you found this video valuable to you, please consider subscribing. It would help me out a lot with changing the lives of those who need it. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Until then, bye now.